Hey guys, thanks so much for reading my article in this month's issue of Shutter Magazine. We are talking a lot of boring stuff today. Computers, networking, file structure, but all things that are very necessary when it comes to running a successful business. One of the things that has been astounding to me over the years is sometimes the, lack of computer savviness of people. Obviously, I myself grew up in a digital age. Yes, I did shoot film at one point, but obviously everything now being digital and file structures, computers, all very important to know how they work. I actually got asked a question once, how do I make a folder on my desktop? I cringed. I got asked another time what the .cr2 was after the file name from somebody that was a working professional photographer in the realm of 5 to 7 years. Shocking. But the reality is that, it doesn't come naturally to everybody. And so those are things that, whether it's creating a folder on your desktop or maybe learning a little bit more about the aspects of the computer that you're going to be working with when it comes to working with your own digital files is very important to learn. There's a ton of resources out there, everything from beginner to advanced. Lynda.com has always been something that I have turned to personally, but there's a plethora of information out there, a lot of free information, tutorials. YouTube really has just an amazing wealth of information. So when it comes to learning about just even the basic stuff, that's an important thing. However, you have to take that a step farther. When it comes to working with your advanced things like RAID systems, networking, things that really fall outside of the normal wheelhouse of what you might actually know, or even think that you even should know, definitely come in handy. Over the years, I've had to learn things that I wouldn't even have remotely ever thought that I would need to know. Things that just are very simple in nature, but at the same time have a very complex side to it. RAID levels are definitely something that can be a benefit to your own storage and understanding sort of the difference between RAID 1, RAID 10, RAID 0, etc. I could go on and probably talk for an hour about the different RAID levels. Spend some time on Wikipedia, spend some time, just really, even like internet, or not internet for dummies, but just networking for dummies, things like that. Things that can sort of give you you might glean one or two bits of information from a book or just an article that might actually help you point you in the right direction. The other thing that, sort of comes back to learning things that might fall outside your wheelhouse is that it helps you understand when you actually do pay somebody to do something for you. You never want to find yourself in a situation where making a simple change is costing you money because you hired somebody to set up something that was way too complex for what you actually needed. I've been in situations where I was hiring somebody to do some networking. I understood what they were doing, but it was from a time-saving perspective of why I ended up hiring them instead of doing it myself. Those are things that definitely you can find yourself in a situation where you're literally paying hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to have somebody just do some of the most basic things that might actually only take you an hour or two to do on your own. But you'd end up paying somebody to do it for you because you didn't understand exactly what they were doing in the first place. Or for that matter, you were even explaining what you were needing from them to do just because you didn't necessarily understand what specifically you were requesting. So definitely take the time to do some research, do your homework. It might be boring. It might be the thing that makes you want to just put your head in the wall, but believe me, these are important things when it comes to being a working professional photographer for your business, and making sure that you're not finding yourself in a situation where you're running into the same wall over and over again when it comes to your networking and file structure and just computers in general. So hopefully that helps point you guys in the right direction, and hopefully this wasn't too boring for you. We'll talk to you soon.